16th annual season. We are the longest running in terms of years and the longest running in terms of season concert series in Provincetown. Thanks to you. Brief advertisement, the next 2 weeks we have incredible classical music that's programmed by Frederick Jodry. And then we have 3 Broadway events in a row to finish the summer season, and then we still have music all the way to mid-October. So please take a brochure, take brochures for your friends, and spread the word. We're able to keep doing this because we get good-sized audiences. Today is our annual Broadway Baby concert, where we feature one of the Broadway singers. We've had Patricia Fitzpatrick, Ken Lonergan, June Brubaker, Joyce Amy, and Phoebe Otis in the past 5 years. This is the 6th year that we're doing a special concert. It's particularly wonderful for me because I want to tell you, the first time I met Jon Arterton, he was standing on the stage singing a concert with Flirtations in the early 90s. And I just moved to Provincetown in 1990, so it's probably about 2 years in. And I was extremely moved by that performance, as I'm sure many of you were fortunate to see them. And I remember introducing myself, which is not my style. I'm not that extrovert, even though I'm on stage a lot. In my other life, I'm kind of quiet. But sometimes I just go up because I know, I have a feeling. And I remember meeting and introducing myself to him and saying, we're going to make music someday. He moved to Provincetown 3 years after that. He and I have had almost 20 years of making music together, as he's made with hundreds and thousands of people. And he's one of my favorite friends and musicians. I'll tell you a secret, we hardly ever rehearse because we just breathe music. It's just so easy working with Jon and so wonderful. So this day is all about him and his friends and about your love for Jon Arterton. Please welcome Jon Arterton.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting by, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. Feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on that tree, you know how I feel. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. Feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day's gone, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. Feeling good. Oh, all so beautiful. I'm losing my words. I hope this doesn't continue. new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for me. Feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling good. Feeling. That's a bit about the lyrics. Thanks.
John, do we have time to start over?
Well, that's from Roar of the Grease Paint, Smell of the Crowd with a few ad libs. I'm delighted to be this year's Broadway Baby. John asked me to say a few words about my musical journey, so I will do so. Most of you know I started most of my musical training was classical. I started as a choir boy at the National Cathedral in Washington. After college, I got a master's degree in choral conducting at the New Conservatory in Boston. And when I was about 30, I acted in my first play, and I was hooked. And a couple of years later, I found myself getting an MFA in acting at Smith College, believe it or not. Smith College. Yes, and soon after that, I dragged my girlfriend, believe it or not, down to New York City to pursue a career in acting. Here's a song that has that exact scenario. It's about somebody dragging their woman off to New York City. In this case, it's from, I think, the greatest American show, musical / opera of all time, Orgy and Yes. And this is the low-life sporting life trying to convince Yes to go to New York. There's a boat that's leaving soon for New York. Come with me. That's where you belong, sister. You and me can live not to really quite materialize. Yeah, well, the first one was that I got to be an understudy in a Broadway show, which closed the first night. So I never got to go on. The other one was that I had 3 callbacks to the original production of Sweeney Todd. Perhaps Mike Ride will forgive us for the best musical of all times. And the last one was at the Mid-Scoff Theater with 2 other bald men, standing on the stage, and at the table were Stephen Sondheim, Hal Prince, Angela Lansbury. And they cut the rope. Please don't say, because, you know, I like to think, or I occasionally do think that, you know, if something had happened with that, never would have come to Provincetown, never would have enjoyed the beautiful life that I have here. They cut the rope, and such is life. I'm going to sing a little Sondheim song now because I'm gay and I can't not sing. Right. This is a song that everybody in those days, this was 1978, 79 or so, everybody was auditioning for this song, and so was I. Somebody hold me to the house, somebody hurt me too deep, somebody sit in my chair, ruin my sleep, make me aware of being alive, being alive. Somebody hurt me too much, somebody know me too well, somebody pulled me up short and put me through hell and give me support for being alive, being alive. Make me alive, make me confused, mock me with praise, let me use, vary my days, for alone is alone, not alive. Somebody crowned me with love, somebody forced me to care, somebody made me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive. Being alive, being alive, being alive. Is it here? Is it warm in here? Oh, let's see here. Yes, I was, in fact, as the song says, searching for someone. And, you know, at that time I couldn't figure it out. It just wasn't happening. And it wasn't until I was about 37 that I finally figured it out. I was searching for the wrong gender. Hello? Yeah. So soon after that, I came up and visited Provincetown, of course. And that first time I came, I stayed at the Pilgrim House, which was Dixon and now is Sage Inn down the road. And because my friend Richard, who lived across the street from me in New York, was playing the piano there all summer. And I met the bartender there. And she turned out to be this wonderful singer. And I thought, well, if everybody in Provincetown sings, I'm thinking about moving there. Well, guess what? She's still here, and she's a dear friend of mine. Please welcome my dear friend, Phoebe Otis.
And I'll tell you what I learned from Jon Arterton. One of the most important lessons of my life. No matter what happens, it always comes out okay. Just like it did for you. I was trying to find a song that said that, and I couldn't. So instead, I got in touch with Jon and said, what do you want me to sing? Well, we've always had a mutual dream, Jon and I, to do a production of Jacques Brel. We haven't done it yet, but today we're going to do a lot of it. You're going to hear a lot of it. And we're going to start with this one. Sons of the thief, sons of the saint, who is the child with no complaint? Sons of the great, or sons unknown, or children like your own. The same sweet smiles, the same sad tears, the cries at night, the nightmare fears. Sons of the great, or sons unknown, or children like your own. So long ago, long ago. But sons of tycoons and sons of farms, all the children ran from your arms, through fields of gold, through fields of waste. All the children vanished too soon, in towering waves, in walls of flesh, amid dying birds, trembling with death. Sons of tycoons and sons of farms, all the children ran from your arms. So long ago, long ago. Sons of sons and sons passed by, children we lost in lullabies. Sons of true love and sons of regret, all the sons you never forget. Some built the roads, some wrote the poems, some went to war, some never came home. Sons of your sons and sons passed by, children we lost in lullabies. So long ago. Sons of the thief and sons of the saint, who is the child with no complaint? Sons of the great, or sons unknown, or children like your own.
four-story brownstone Brooklyn, brownstone in Brooklyn, Brooklyn brownstone. Hello. $25,000. I've never been to Brooklyn in my life, got on the subway, and I owned a building a couple weeks later. It changed my life because I started renovating. I was kind of handy with tools, and I started renovating, and I discovered that I actually enjoyed that a lot more than standing in line at the equity auditions behind all the other people, to get my little dash of, rejection and so forth. So I stopped going to auditions, and I still sometimes wonder how my life would have changed had I stayed in New York and continued the acting game. But I'm so glad that I did, because many things, wonderful things in my life would possibly not have happened, including and most especially, I might not have ever met the love of my life. And here he is, my husband, James.
We lived watched away from each other in New York City, in the West Village, but we didn't meet until John moved here to Provincetown in '93, and I came here in '97, and we met right here in this huge church in the choir rehearsal downstairs. Some things were just meant to be, like we like to say, and things take time, and when the timing is right, that's when they happen. This is a song that I love to sing because it really says how I feel about John and about our life together. How often as I wait for sleep, I find myself beside you. Words I said or should have said, like scenes that we rewrite. The stars I
See how lucky I am? Well, after I came out of the closet and stopped going to auditions, I was kind of trying to figure out what to do next. And I started volunteering at the Gay Men's Health Crisis, working on the AIDS hotline, and soon I was hired at the New York City Department of Health AIDS hotline. I did that for a number of years in the early days of the epidemic. I also got very involved in ACT UP. I was arrested 4 or 5 times for civil disobedience. I love Provincetown so much that I decided to spend a whole summer here, which I did in summer of 1986. And it was here that I got the idea that I should go back to New York and start an openly gay a cappella group, which I did, Flirtations. And as a group of 5 of us, we started singing on street corners, and soon we were getting booked here and there. And for a decade, we toured all over the Northeast and Canada and Europe. And we got to sing at Carnegie Hall. We appeared in the film Philadelphia, if you saw that, which was on TV just a couple weeks ago. It was an amazing experience. The song that the group was always asked to sing was a lullaby by a gentleman who's since become a union minister, Fred Small. It's called Everything Possible. And I'm going to ask my husband to sing it with me now. It's a song that too few of us heard as children. Just got hit in the head, all the lyrics for the first song. Yeah. An amazing song. Fred Small wrote that. He was talking to two women friends who lived out in Washington State, and they said that their 11-year-old son came home from school saying, "Gee, I don't know what it takes to be a man. You know, you gotta kick dirt and say son of a bitch all the time." And they were talking to Fred that night on the phone. They said, "You know, Fred, I think we need a song that would be a counter to that, you know, what he encounters in school." And Fred said that he sat down and wrote that song, and it channeled through him in about 3 hours. Amazing, amazing song. So there it was, my last 2 years in New York. I did, in fact, live 2 blocks from James. Any of you know the West Village? I lived at 75 Main Street. He was 75.
Perry.
Perry, that's right. Perry Street, yep. And I moved here in 1993. He said all that. I was trying to figure out what to do next, and I started coming here to the UU for services, and it really helped me out. And that's where I not only met James, but I also met one of my deepest friends and long sisters. Please welcome to the stage, Mary Ann.
Technology at its finest. Working an iPod.
Oh, I moved all my music to my iPad because, just because, that's who I am. And so this is quite emotional for me. I met Jon, and Jon, I was just sitting back there thinking, oh my God, everybody's saying something. Okay, what am I going to say? Well, I have always been a singer. Somebody said to me, oh, I haven't heard you in such a long time. Well, there's not a day that goes by that I'm not singing. In fact, I sing so much I have to turn the radio off. When I'm trying to I can't have extra music because music flows. So when I moved here to Provincetown, I needed to find someplace to sing. Now, I'm not a Broadway singer. I am not flashy or fancy. My dream was not to be a solo singer. I just sing. And it was, I guess it was the Outer Cape chorus. Jon, was it the Outer Cape? The outermost community chorus. And I went, and there were these wild people. I'm just this music teacher from Philadelphia moving to Provincetown. They were crazy. It was great. And I was there, and of course you could sing anywhere that you wanted. I know I'm going a little long, but this was a pinnacle moment in my life. And I'm standing there, and Jon gets up, and he sings a song, calling all dreamers and optimistic fools. Don't let go of your dreams. Make them now. Make them all come true. If you believe in a brighter day, I know we can find our way. And I take that into every classroom. I hope I can finish this song. Everybody, a collective breath. but they make you I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led, oh dear, to those who help us most to grow, if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. I have been changed for good. Oh dear. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is learned from what I knew of you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Like a shipload from its mooring by a wind from the sea, like a cedar by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. I have been changed for good, I gotta tell you. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But we know we both have blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a cedar by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed.
Just what I can.
Oh, it's from my iPad.
Well, Phoebe's right. There are a couple of shows that if I had my druthers, I would be able to go back and do. One of them was Sweeney Todd, but the other one was Jacques Brel. I'm going to sing two songs from Jacques Brel, Is Alive and Well and Living in Paris. Do you all know who Jacques Brel was? Very wonderful singer from Belgium. I think he died maybe 10, 12 years ago. Amazing singer, and they took a collection of his songs and they did an off-Broadway show. They trained for years in the Village, and the songs are really wonderful. This first song is a little embarrassing because it's in English, French, and Flemish. And we actually have a couple people from Belgium here sitting. Where are they? Monique, Paul? Oh, there they are. They're down here in front. Make sure I don't mess up any of the words. This is a song about lost love. Without love, the sea is dark. Without love, the devil laughs. Without love, the sand blows freely over my fatherland, my Flanders. I believe the Flanders sun burns the sky since you are gone. I believe Flanders feels the poppies die since you are gone. Sonderliefde war, geliefde Wein, geliebte Schammerwind. Sonderliefde war, geliefde Leid, ich du Däferin. Sonderliefde war, geliefde Leid, ich and shoot his heart over my mouth, my Vaterland, my Flanders. going nowhere. I knew within me Jupiter, and I didn't know where I was going, and then I would become all night with my beard so long and flowing. If I became deaf and blind because I pitied all mankind and broke my heart to make it straight, I know for sure that every single night, when my angelic voice through the angels and the devil too would sing, my child would talk to me about the time they called me Jackie. If I could be for only an hour, if I could be for an hour, every day, if I could be for just one second hour, it could kill in a stupid ass world. Now it's time for something a little more spiritual. Just kidding. So it was 1997, the flirtations came to an end, and I was here in town wondering what I knew that I wanted to stay in Provincetown, but I had no idea what I would do next. So I went to a psychic somebody recommended, and she said, "So John, what's next for you?" And I said, "Well, you know, I was thinking I might open a retail store, or I might become a real estate agent." And she said, John, I see you leading over 100 people in summer." Is that a true story? Well, a couple of years later, it happened. Life came full circle. I hadn't been a choral conductor really since I was 30 years old. But a bunch of friends and I started the Outer Cape Chorale, which has grown to 130, 140 people. How many of you here have sung with the Outer Cape Chorale? Oh my. Oh. Golly. So they know me and they still came to the concert. Wow, that is something. Well, yes, so I started this with James and Eric Dre and Mary and Phoebe, I think, staying with us our first year. And, Paul Roberts, who's been our treasurer ever since the beginning. Oh, you haven't heard Paul yet. Paul Roberts, ladies and gentlemen.
So I've been singing in this series since like 2000, 2001, something like that. And when John asked me to do this special day, I said, you know, I have to find a song that's about friends being there for each other. And looking out at all the people here, I think I've chosen well. And when John Thomas heard it for the first time, he said, you know, I'm hearing a little bit of a Stephen Sondheim song that would pair very well with that. So we've got an Andrew Lloyd Webber from Whistle Down the Wind and Stephen Sondheim from Into the Woods. Someone is on your side, someone else is not. While you're seeing your side, decide what's good. Just remember, whistle down the wind, let your voice carry. I'll be there to help you, I'll be there to stop the chills and all the weeping. Howl at the stars, whistle when you're sleeping. I'll be there to help you, I'll be there to stop the chills and all the weeping. Make it clear and strong, so the whole night long, every signal that you send until the very end, I will not abandon you, my precious friend. So try and stem the tide, then we'll raise the banner, set the flare up in the sky, try to burn a torch, and try to build a bonfire. Every signal that you send until the very end, I'm there. So listen down the wind, for I will always be right here.
Well, that's the best part of the chorale, is the community of people. It's just an amazing experience to rehearse in the room with that many people and see just the love that passes between them. It's been such a joy for James and I to be involved with the group, because we've met so many amazing people who are so central to our lives now. I want to bring up one of our most wonderful singers. Please come up to the stage. She used to be Kristen Mello, now she's... Oh, she used to be Kristen Mello, now she's Kristen Mello.
Along the same vein, I need to talk a little bit about the African chorale, because if you haven't sung in the chorale before, you may not know it's a lot of fun, but it's not just fun and music. It really builds like a foundation in all of our lives. You know, it gives us lives, you know, for a lot of us. It really does. So I'll tell you a little story. I moved here New Year's Eve of 2005 with my dog and did not know a single person on Cape Cod. It was an adventure. It's for another day. 20 years from now, when I'm a Broadway Baby, I'll tell you. But sat down in the chorale. It's a big group. It's a warm group. But you're still new. You don't really have an identity. Sue Peters, thankfully, was my only friend. I sat next to her. And a couple weeks in, you know, it's Broadway, Showboat to Sondheim. I'd seen an ad in the paper. Thank God it wasn't like Requiem, or I never would have come. I don't even know none of this would happen. But it was time to audition for solos. And I really didn't know anyone. I hadn't talked to anybody. But I heard this little snippet in his Lion King song that I thought, I think I could do that. So I came up and everyone was singing this Showboat song, all the women, and I said, would you mind, you know, if I sang this one instead? And he said, all right, I don't know who you are, but he flips through the score and has Chuck play it. And I sang it and he said, okay, I think we're pretty sure we're doing that one. And that, I sang at a rehearsal, and so many people came up to me afterwards, and I started meeting people by name. Every single thing in my life here in Cape Cod came from the Cape Chorale and those connections. Everything. The first job I had, which led to the next job where I met my husband, being introduced to Jon, to sing here, my work, my family, my house. Sue Peters was my real estate agent. Everything. It is like 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, how to be proud. And I thought, just to tell one more thing, this year, this really lovely woman sat down next to me. She was new. She was coming from Falmouth because she had heard how great the chorale is. And by the time the chorale was done, she has Sue Peters as a real estate agent. She's selling her house in Falmouth. She's moving to Wellesley. And I thought, oh my God, here's another one. Her whole story is just starting, you know, and it's all the other part. So, thanks. I really appreciate it. This is the song.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of days when the heat of the lonely world can be turned away. An enchanted moment that sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can feel love tonight. It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed warrior that we got this far. And can feel love tonight. How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. There's a time for everyone if they only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us on turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors when the heart of this star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. And can feel the love tonight. It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can feel the love tonight as we lay to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the
I love to sing. I think everyone should sing. I think the power of music is really amazing, especially music that has words. It certainly entertains and moves us, but I think it also has the ability to affect social change. And I always try to pick material that in some way makes the world a better place. I want to sing a song by a real hero of mine, someone who's devoted her life to making the world better. Holly Near. Something changes in me when I witness someone's courage. They may not know I'm watching, I may not let them know. Something changes in me that will last me for a lifetime, to fill me when I'm empty and rock me when I'm low.
remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember the kind of September when dreams were kept beside your pillow. There's some feeling. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was never allowed to pillow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the flood of love that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow.
I bring my friends up. You know, I was, I forget how old I was. I think I was 13. My parents took me to New York and we saw my first Broadway show, the original production of West Side Story. Amazing experience that was. So I thought it might be fun to end this with the finales of the first act of West Side Story with all of my butch and beautiful friends back here. Come on down. They're hiding. They're shy. All right, Johnny, good luck.
Don't be afraid to sing along if you know this. One of the 35 parts. I don't know